make the top 24 last week. She had some problems with her grip, changed it during the summer.
And practiced very hard over the last couple of days. 99 started the field, and to make the television show, 204.61. All Donna did was out-average her nearest pursuer by 10 pins a game in this event. I mean, that's 10 pins, Leo. That's a lot of sticks.
Yes, it is. Interesting note, last year it took an average of 198 to make the telecast, so scores quite a bit higher this year.
Have to get something started. This one's high, needs a big break, and doesn't get it as she leaves the baby split on the right-hand lane. Bob and Bonnie Ryan. Bob, the owner of Holiday Lanes, president of Holiday Lanes Incorporated. Cannot say enough about those two nice folks for all the hospitality and the way they've treated the pros this week. I know one thing. When you see the size of the field like that, it's because the players respect what's happening by the proprietors and what's happening at the tournament site. The 3-pin wiggled, wouldn't fall.
That's about as close as you can get without picking it up, is to actually wiggle it. And normally the ball sitting right between the 3 and the 10 looks as if it does. Actually touches the 3-pin, and the 3-pin does not go down. I guess that pin was pretty flat-bottomed.
That's the key. They're supposed to be, right?
That's right. We'll carry a little harder here. Very deep gutters that makes the carry to get the corner pins out just a little bit tougher.
Confused, distraught, frustrated.
Exactly, all of the above.
How does that sound? And you know what? Far from giving up. This one will fight you right down to the final shot.
Sounds like you're describing Carol Norman at this point in the match.
On the other side of the spectrum, though, Donna Adamec is in control. And don't forget, coming up next, we've got the finals of the Men's U.S. Open Billiards Championship from Norfolk, Virginia. In the finals, a couple of talented players, Buddy Hall and Dennis Hatch. And, of course, Ken Prince will be bringing you all the play-by-play action in that one. The Billiards Championship for Norfolk as soon as we are completed here in Delaware. Ahead by 39, looking to just waltz on home. And I think she just might do it.
Playing around that first arrow, sending that ball out a little bit farther. You can see she is able to get it back. The amount of revolutions on the ball, very strong driving ball.
Without question, this will be an emotional victory for Donna Adamec. You and I talked to her, and she said, I've never led from wire to wire, never won in that capacity, and it's something I've always dreamed about doing. And she said a little tear came to her eye last night after 42 games when she had completed the lead through six different rounds.
Well, Donna may look a little tough on the outside, but she's very sentimental. She had a dry spell there from the time of 1983 to 1988. She did win the title the fall of 1988. We saw a lot of tears of joy then. She won this title here in 1989. Columbia has been very favorable to Donna Adamec. Her very first tournament win ever was a Columbia tournament.
And I think the thing that you have to look at, you and I have been talking about the Bowler of the Year and the Player of the Year. She goes on to win this one. She's a little over 43,000 for the year. She might end up first in the points. She's second in average. Has cashed 10 out of 12. So all of a sudden, Nikki Giannoulias, who had a leg up going into this segment, this fall segment, has got to look around and see both Leanne and Donna as gaining ground.
Carol Norman changing balls again. Lane 42, like you mentioned, has not given up yet. She knows anything can happen. Trying to go more direct with a less driving of a ball, and you can see there she got to the pocket with it, but the ball just did not hit hard enough for her.
Well, she's on the in-between. If she throws the ball with a little slicker surface, she can get it through the heads and keep it on line, but it doesn't hit. If she used the softer ball, then it hooks a little early. If she gets it in the wrong area, it goes right up to the nose, and she's out to lunch. The precarious predicament that all bowlers get into on a regular basis. It's just a question of how quickly you can figure that out.
That's why many pros carry many bowling balls with them. Most of the women anywhere from 8 to 18, maybe even more. Some players carrying this much equipment because we are forever bowling on different lane conditions, a variety of conditions across the country.
How about it? There we go. 6-pin takes out the 10. Well, I guess this is justice in a way, though, too, for Donna Adamec, who lost from the top seed position to Carol Norman in Tempe back in 1989, and that was a wild match. They tied at, what, 206, and then it was 60-59 in the roll-off.
Oh, just a exciting match to watch.
Off the hand, pretty nice. 10-pin. Boy, what a start this week for Donna in match play. All she did was go out and win 15 of her first 16 games.
Could have broke the match play record very easily. However, she didn't do it. She won 4 in her last round. Like she mentioned in the interview, she started looking a little bit behind her.
Interesting. She came in last night, and she led this tournament by 489 pins, and she walked in and said, boy, you know, I really didn't bowl very good tonight. I got to get out tomorrow and practice. And I'm looking at her and saying, now, Donna, you led this tournament by almost 500 pins. What are you talking about? But at this level, that's what you have to do.
Well, Donna has a lot of respect for the other players, Denny. Like she also mentioned, you know, she thought 500 pins wasn't much of a lead to players like Leanne Barrett and other players. Right now, I would have to venture that's a pretty good lead.
All she needs now is 4 pins to lock up the title. So those of you who were unduly concerned at the miss of the 10, she has 2 shots to get 4 pins. No foul. And that'll do it. The winner of the $70,000 Columbia 300 Open for the second time in 3 years. She has led it from wire to wire and accomplished a dream. We'll be back.